Hey guys!
Hello.
Welcome to Bucket List Adventures.
I'm Patrick.
I'm Alida. Most days.
Most days, yeah. Well, it's official, guys. Starting tomorrow at 5 p.m., our governor here in Arizona, Governor Ducey, joined the rest of the world and put us on a stay-home order. Doesn't really change our lives much because we're deemed essential employees, so the only thing we're allowed to do with the order is go to work, go grocery shop, and go home. The only stuff we do in our lives really is go to work, go grocery shop, and go home. So as you can see, it's not really going to have much of an effect on us. But because so many of you have been in stay-home orders or quarantine for so long, we promised we'd keep the videos coming to keep you entertained. And so tonight we have another one for you. You want to tell them what we're doing?
Yeah. I was scrolling through Facebook, trolling like I do. And I found this very interesting 40 odd things about me.
Can't see that.
You can't see it. It's okay. But it's just a list of questions. I think it's actually only 39 questions because the last one is a tag. And I haven't read all the questions. I've only read the first few. And then I thought, let's make it into a video. That way it's more fun.
Yeah, why not?
So we're both going to answer these questions. Some questions might be the same answer and some might not.
This might also tell how compatible we are.
Okay, you can sit on that side of the couch. I'll just scoot over. All right.
6 feet, right?
Yes, 6 feet. All right, the first question is, do you put ketchup on your hot dogs?
Duh.
I do, but I have to put ketchup and mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise isn't so bad.
The best thing on
It
hot
should
dogs.
be ketchup, mustard, mayonnaise, and pickle relish. That's it.
Pickle relish is okay, but mustard.
No, I guess Sonoran dogs with the pinto beans and all that good stuff and the bacon.
That was good.
That's good. Yeah. So.
Okay.
But for me, most days it's ketchup, mustard, mayonnaise, and pickle relish.
As you can tell, I don't like mustard. It's just ketchup and mayonnaise. Perfect combo.
Un-American.
Ketchup is not un-American. All right. Number 2. Choice of soda.
I wish we could say we didn't drink soda, but no, it's going to be Dr. Pepper or Coke for me.
No. For me, it's Coke or Dr. Pepper. But Coke
For
first.
me, it's Dr. Pepper or Coke in that order. I mean, when I'm at work, we don't have Dr. Pepper, so I'll drink orange soda or Coke. But recently, it's been pretty much Coke.
Number 3. Do you own a gun? Moving on.
Yes, we own several guns. In fact, the lock on our front door is not for our protection, it's for everybody else's. So,
And the alarm.
Yeah. We got security cameras, we got alarms, we got locks, we got guns, we got our 3 little guard dogs, which are too cute for their own good. We're good, guys. We're protected.
We're ready for the apocalypse.
Yes.
We don't
Come
want
on,
it.
zombies!
We don't want it, but we're ready.
What do you mean we don't want it? Zombie apocalypse would be fun, wouldn't it?
No, because they're going to be coronavirus zombie apocalypse.
That's
Who
true.
wants that?
No. It should be something more fun than that.
No lying.
Uh-oh.
Number 4 is, can you swim?
A little.
I'm
Kinda.
a pro at swimming.
I wouldn't say you're a pro. You're no
know.
Michael Phelps, but you can swim pretty good.
He can doggy paddle once in a while.
I can doggy paddle, but no, I never learned how to swim. It's probably one of my most embarrassing things, bar none.
You're welcome.
My dad even threatened to take me out. When I was a kid, my dad used to threaten to take me out to the middle of some deep river and throw me in. And every time I tried to paddle out, he'd hit me with a stick. And he said that's how he learned to swim in the Navy, but that never happened. So I don't know how to swim, guys. It's embarrassing, but it is what it
Did you
is.
show me your food?
This
That's
is
why
our
you
watchdog
came over
right
here?
here.
He had to show me his food that he was eating.
Don't let the size fool you. This guy can pack a punch.
All right. Number 5. It is hot dogs or cheeseburgers.
That is a good question. I guess it depends on what kind of hot dog and where the burgers are from.
I'm saying cheeseburgers minus the cheese part because
So
I can't
hamburgers.
do dairy.
She just said hamburgers.
No, it's a cheeseburger minus cheese.
That's true. When we go out to fast food and she gets a double hamburger, she doesn't go, can I have a double hamburger? She goes, can I have a double cheeseburger without cheese, please? So yes, that's important.
Because
It's different. I don't know how, but it's different.
Because when I order a double hamburger, they always put cheese on it.
That's true. That is
so
true.
You have to order it.
No cheese.
Double cheeseburger, no cheese. Which is weird, but whatever.
So I think my first choice would probably be a cheeseburger. Cheeseburgers are pretty good.
Yes. Wendy's cheeseburger. All right, number 6. And this really is 6 in sign language.
Yes,
I'm learning ASL, and I'm really proud of it. So, but number 6.
That means I'm also learning ASL, too.
His favorite type of food.
Favorite type of food. Food that you eat. That's a type of food, right?
Yeah. Well, I think my favorite type of food is Mexican food. I like tacos, enchiladas, burritos. Of course, no cheese, no sour cream, which people think is weird, but it's the only way I can eat it. But if we're talking my all-time favorite food in general...
The thing that if you had to choose one type of food to eat for the rest of your life.
But it's not a type of food. It's just one food in particular.
Okay.
When we make homemade ravioli, it is my all-time favorite thing in the world, bar none.
It's a pain in the rear to make, but it's totally worth the effort. Like, once in a while.
So what's your favorite type of food?
My favorite type is, like, Asian food, but not, like, true, authentic Asian with the weird stuff they eat. It would be like the Americanized version of Asian food, like what we're used to in America.
Like Mongolian beef.
Yeah, what we consider to be good Chinese food and stuff like that.
Okay, we're going on to number 7.
The best, bar none, is my chili chicken.
Okay.
My infamous homemade chili chicken.
That's true.
Yes.
That is pretty good.
Yes.
All right, number 7, and this really is number 7. Do you believe in ghosts?
Definitely.
Heck yes. Of course, I've seen them.
Oh, yeah?
I feel them when they're around, and I can communicate with them.
I remember a time when we were kids and my 2 brothers and I did a seance. We turned out all the lights in our bedroom and we lit a candle and we started chanting some kind of, I don't know, whatever chant. And we said, if there's any spirits in here, please give us a sign. We heard a crash and my dad screaming, "What the hell are you doing back there?" And we went out to investigate and a picture fell off the wall and broke his printer. So yes, I believe in ghosts for a lot of reasons. That's one of the many.
In one of my apartments when I was in high school, we lived on the top floor and then we went and moved to the bottom floor. And we were in this apartment and there was this guy. He was a crazy looking guy. I'm pretty sure he committed suicide in that apartment. And he was missing his ear. Just like Van Gogh. He reminded me of him. But he would always stare at me when I was sleeping. And for that reason, and many others, I definitely believe in ghosts. Oh, yeah. Then, number 8.
I think we actually caught a ghost on our security cameras at that house we lived in a while back, remember?
Oh my gosh.
Running across the driveway?
I forgot about that.
There's no way that was human. It was either an alien or a ghost. Or a really ugly kid, one or the other. We haven't decided yet.
That's horrible.
Could have been an ugly kid. That's my vote.
All right, number 8. What do you drink in the morning? Unfortunately, I either go for soda or I make a pot of coffee. So caffeine?
Yeah, caffeine. That's the safe answer. Same for me, for the most part. Once in a while I'll drink water, but
he doesn't drink water.
My favorite way of drinking water is to brew it through and make it coffee.
But in his defense, I don't really drink water either. I should drink more water.
I drink chocolate milk sometimes in the mornings, though. Like with your...
Like never.
Like occasionally. Like I'll take
once a year?
I'll take the almond milk and I'll make chocolate almond milk. It's good. A couple times.
Okay, whatever. Number 9. I already know your answer. Can you do 100 push-ups?
Is that a serious question?
That was seriously a question.
No.
No. Oh.
I can maybe do 5.
Many years ago, I used to do 100 push-ups in the mornings before... 100 sit-ups, not push-ups. Before I would get up and do my day, go on with my day, but Yeah, now I'm just a potato. Couch potato. Okay. Number 10, which is actually literally just a thumbs up.
These
which
are
is
cool
so
signs.
cool.
I like that. Hey,
Yes.
stop. Oh, yeah.
So, number 10. What is your favorite time of year?
Well, that's a good question because I really like Christmas time. It's just freaking magical and all that crap. And it lifts my spirits. But I think ultimately my favorite time of year would have to be late spring, early summer as the weather's going from warm to hot. And that's because we could road trip and we could get outside more and we could enjoy
Not
life.
when it's
Things just feel
200
good.
degrees.
That's why you road trip to somewhere where it's not 200 degrees, babe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fine. My favorite time of the year is the holidays. Especially this last holiday. I got to visit my
This was a
family
good Christmas.
for the first time
And New
in
Year's.
several years since probably like 8 years.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah. And it was just amazing being with my side of the family. And usually we have Christmas either with your family or maybe not on Christmas Day, but around Christmas. And I just love doing our cookies and our lights and all of our different traditions.
Oh, yeah.
So.
No, I like the holidays, too.
And
They're
my
really nice.
favorite is the ugly sweater contest. I love that.
I think I won it this year.
No.
It was awesome. It was pretty epic. I really actually quite enjoy that.
But you were naked.
You were too.
You
were more naked than me with your sweater.
Fine. Oh. Okay, number 11.
11. How do you sign 11?
Oh, you do. So, boom, like this.
So it can't be something cool like this.
That's L for loser. L. But number 11 is your favorite hobby.
Computer stuff.
Yeah.
Virtually anything computer. Web design, graphic design, blogging, playing with my security cameras. There's lots of things I do for hobbies, but they primarily involve computers. Or driving. I like road trips too. But is that really a hobby?
That's not a hobby.
Okay.
But yes, I love road trips too.
Yeah.
I love playing with my dogs. Does that count? No. Actually, my true hobbies.
Too.
My true hobbies are reading, which is why I do a booktube, and also this channel of ours, which is my new baby that I put my heart and soul into.
Don't lick my face. If you lick my face,
YouTube.
If you lick my face,
Booktube,
Mommy's gonna have a flying dog.
YouTube, booktube, and reading in general. Yeah, those are my favorites. Then, do you have any tattoos that you want to share with us?
Not that I want to share with us, no.
No, neither of us have tattoos.
It's not my kind of thing.
I've always thought about getting one, and I wouldn't mind getting one someday. It's just, I don't know what I want for the rest of my life.
Can I pick where you put it?
No. It's my tattoo.
I knew a girl when she turned, I guess it was 15, I don't know. However old you have to be for your parents' consent for a tattoo.
15, 16.
Yeah. So she got a tattoo, a little butterfly on her ankle. Mm-hmm. But what she doesn't realize is, how's that thing going to look when she's old and wrinkly? It's going to look more like a pterodactyl. It's kind of weird. So I've never really thought that tattoos were exciting to me. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's some cool ones out there. It's a really good art, but it's not my kind of thing. Just not my thing.
I want to get one someday, but like I said, I just don't know what I want.
We should tattoo Jellybean's bald spots.
No.
Tattoo "I'm a good dog" on it in quotes.
That'd be lying.
And then in little fine print in parentheses, we'll put "when I'm sleeping."
All right.
Yeah, because you're a good dog.
We're going to move on from that.
Go to sleep.
So, do you wear glasses? What do you think?
Do we wear glasses? Huh. Jellybean, do we wear glasses? How would you look wearing Daddy's glasses? No, I don't like that. Oh, God, you licked it. Now the lenses are gross. All right. Moving on.
Do you have a phobia?
Loneliness. That's my biggest phobia, I think.
Aww.
I don't like being alone.
My biggest...
That's why she's been stuck with me for so long, because I don't like to be alone.
Yeah. My biggest fear is failing not only myself,
I think that's second
but
place for me.
also failing like my husband or my mom or my siblings and just my family. I keep them close to my heart, and every time I mess up, I always feel like I'm going to fail them. So I think that's even worse than failing myself, but that's probably my biggest.
I think that's my second biggest fear.
And do you have a nickname? I have several.
Well, when I was really young, it used to be Aquaman.
You should tell that story.
Well, when I was young, my family was fishing. My parents were fishing in Cherry Creek Reservoir in Colorado. And I was maybe 2 years old. And I decided to get really, really close to the water. So close that I slipped on a rock and fell in. And a undertow current took me and was pulling me away from shore. And my mom's sitting there screaming. I could hear her from the water. Oh, my God, my baby! Ah! And my dad's like, God damn it, and jumps in the water. And then the only thing I remember other than the name Aquaman after that is that my dad wouldn't let go of the fact that I made him ruin a pack of cigarettes when he jumped in the water to come get me.
And you
That's
didn't bother learning to swim before that?
No.
Yeah.
Didn't
Or
learn to swim
after.
Or after.
Yeah, obviously.
But strangely enough, I'm not afraid of water or drowning, even though I can't swim and I nearly drowned when I was 2. I'm not afraid of drowning or water.
Interesting. You want to go on a cruise?
Right now? They're pretty cheap right now, I hear.
I mean, I could accidentally push you off.
Yeah, let's get on an airplane to fly out to one of the coasts and take a cruise right now while they're on sale.
Sure, you have fun with that. Do you have any other nicknames?
No. Not really, no. You call me Dick once in a while, but...
I also call you Babe once in a while, too.
That's true.
I have a few different nicknames depending on who you ask. My favorites are my mom, what my mom calls me. My mommy calls me Boo Boo. And
Boo-boo.
Sissy sometimes. But that's more of a younger brother, and my mom kind of called me that.
Just for clarification, it's not sissy as in, oh, you're a sissy. It's sissy as in sister, right?
Like sissy wissy, like, you're the sister. Yeah.
I see.
And, yeah, so there's those. I sometimes go by Allie or Allie Parker. But that's more of like a choice that I made when I write books and on my platforms online.
Are you down there crying?
He is.
Come on, boy. Come here.
This one's Wyatt.
Come on.
By the way. Oh.
Come on.
Oh my God. Okay. Our next one is...
Be good, boy.
What? Oh. Name your 3 favorite drinks. So mine are... I want to say water, but that would be a lie. So we're going to go with Coke.
Okay.
Coffee. Oh, but number 1, I actually haven't had in a few weeks because I no longer have my work anymore with the whole coronavirus. But I love making, this one's going to surprise you, pineapple, orange, and strawberry juice with extra strawberries. That's my all-time favorite right now.
So mine would be Dutch Brothers Irish Cream Mocha or Brevi blended, whatever they call it.
It's whatever a frappuccino, you guys.
Yeah, whatever their version of a frappuccino is. Second place would have to be Dr. Pepper, of course. Then my third favorite drink. Actually, a good question.
Probably those fruit punches that you buy.
Those are all right, but I wouldn't call them my favorite. It would be chocolate, like almond milk. I like chocolate milk, but I can't do a lot of regular milk, so it's chocolate almond milk. Now, that kind of question, I can see people go, what's your 3 favorite drinks as your 3 favorite alcoholic drinks? But the thing is, we don't drink, so...
I haven't drank since our wedding, and that was just a glass of champagne and whatever Junior bought us.
Be good. Now.
All right. Number 19. I have a great story for this one. So the question is, can you change a tire?
I know exactly what story you're
jerk.
going for.
Okay.
The answer for her is she can now, probably.
I can. Yes. Because this jerk, okay, we were driving home from the Grand Canyon, and our tire blew out. And this jerk, instead of, getting down, changing the tire, he makes me do it. And I mean, the plus side is that I learned how to change a tire. The downside was that he was on the phone with his parents telling them, oh, I'm making Alida change it.
Yes. And my dad's logic was the exact same as mine. And my mom's, too, come to think of it. Yeah, she needs to learn how to change a tire.
My brother even
she doesn't
sided
drive,
with him.
But she should still know how to change a tire.
My brother even sided with him.
It makes you a strong, independent woman.
So the real question is, can you change a tire?
Of course I can change a tire. I can change a tire. There's a lot I can do.
Ooh.
I've done a lot of roadside auto repairs. Do I like to do them? Not as much as I used to, but I can.
All right. The next question is your favorite flower. You probably don't have one.
Yours is probably roses, right?
No.
Interesting.
Orchids.
Orchids.
But I can never keep them alive for very long.
Right. My favorite flower, I don't know. What are those the different colorful ones, like the blue ones and the white ones, and are those orchids too, like the indoor ones?
Probably.
Yeah, I like those.
All right.
I like houseplants, even though we don't really have any at all. Ivies, and I like cactuses, like a nice, a nice cactus for the house would be really good. Especially an aloe vera cactus.
But the one time that we did have a plant in more recent years, someone ate it.
Yes, we can't have plants because we have small dogs.
Can you tell who that someone was that ate it? It was me. He did. He eats those things.
And the thing is, it wasn't exactly where he could reach it without effort either. We had it up on a tabletop, and we went out. When we came home, he was on the tabletop, and the plant was no more. So it's not like we put it where, he could reach it, so it's like shame on us for doing. No, he went to the effort to go and eat it.
He knows you're talking about him.
Yeah.
All right.
Don't worry, Jellybean. I'm not saying good things. It's okay.
Can you drive a stick shift?
Yes.
And?
Up to 7 speeds. I tried a 9-speed once, but I need more practice, but up to 7 speeds.
And I don't drive. I don't have a license. But was a time... But
she can drive a stick shift, though.
There was a time when I had my permit, and I learned how to drive a stick shift. Yes. So I can technically...
She learned how to drive a stick shift and how to take down a fence all on the same day. And it was amazing. But don't worry. Everyone in my family has taken down a fence when I learned to drive. George took down the fence at the house we were living at, my older brother. He took down the fence when he was backing up, which his was probably still the coolest. Mine, I backed into a fence and ended up dragging it behind us in the car. I don't know if my little brother took down a fence or not. He might have.
He did.
He did?
Mm-hmm.
Which fence did he take down?
I don't remember, but...
Oh, I think that was the time when he hit the fence at my parents' current house in Arizona.
Probably.
Yeah. The fence is still not the same. And then you, of course, took down that. Yours was the biggest fence.
It came out of nowhere, okay?
Yeah, I know.
Okay. Anyway, let's change the subject.
Okay.
Have you ever gone skydiving?
No.
No. For both of us.
No.
No cool skydiving stories. Maybe someday.
Perhaps.
Says the scared. Ooh, I don't like heights, as you can tell from our previous video. But I'll do it. Someday, maybe. I definitely want to do a hot air balloon ride, though, and that goes up in the air.
Do you think Jellybean knows what's going on, or is he looking at us like, why are these weirdos talking to themselves?
Probably he thinks we're talking to himself. Oh, okay, this one we better be on the same page about. This one is kids. It just says kids.
What about kids? Do we like kids? Do we want kids? Do we think kids are ugly? Yes to all the above, actually.
You think kids are ugly?
There are ugly kids out there.
Exhibit A. He's not a kid. No, we don't have kids currently, but we want kids.
Yes, we do want kids.
I want 5. He wants 2.
So we're going to split the difference in half, 3.5.
Okay.
Okay.
And that's 6, so I'm okay with having 6 kids.
Then we'll have whatever makes 3.
This is 3.
Okay. 3.
6.
3.
6. Okay. Favorite color? Mine's easy.
Mine would be red.
He always
red and
wears
blue.
red.
I like red and blue both, but
really?
yeah, I like to wear red because it's bold, but I like the color blue because it's subtle.
My favorite color all around?
Pink.
If glitter was a color, I would pick glitter. But since it's not pink.
No, but any color
Bright
can be
pink.
elevated with glitter in it.
Yes, sparklies. All right. Employed. Yes, we are employed.
Yeah, we are.
Next question. Can you whistle?
I think we sufficiently answered the question. Next question.
I can't whistle. Try. Favorite vacation. Oh my God, there's been so many.
Bar none, mine's our honeymoon. That was our first real extensive road trip. And I just enjoyed it. It was fun. We saw a lot of cool sights. We literally drove from East Coast to West Coast in that trip. It was pretty fun.
That's
it was
true.
Really fun. Yep.
And we got to stay 3 days at Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, which I love the beach.
We got to see a East Coast sunrise, and then about a week later, a West Coast sunset on the same road trip, and it was pretty awesome. It was pretty fun.
That was. I did love our honeymoon, and it is definitely in the top 2 for me.
But I don't know. St. Louis was pretty cool too.
Oh, that one was a good one too. I like all of our trips, but I think my favorite was the Pacific Coast Highway road trip all the way up the coast of California, all the way through Oregon, and part of the way through Washington.
From the coast of Los Angeles all the way up to almost Olympia, Washington, along the Pacific Coast Highway. It's beautiful. Oregon has some of the best coastline, at least on the West Coast, bar none.
Yes.
California is pretty cool, too, when you're away from the major cities. And then Washington, well, I've always liked Washington's beaches, but I guess the best way to describe it would be Washington's beaches are like in a black and white movie, and then Oregon and California are like color. There's more to see. It's more colorful. It's a little prettier. Yes. Oregon's the cleanest and prettiest and clearest, though. So, yes.
Definitely.
We need to go back to the beach when we're no longer on house arrest. We need to go back to the beach.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely.
And then we've already kind of answered this with some of our stories. We've mentioned them already. But do we have siblings?
Yes. I would say too many. I have 2 brothers.
I also have 2 brothers.
I'm the middle child.
What's really weird is that I'm the middle child as well.
What's cool for her is she's all of them. You're the youngest because Jesse's older than you. You're the oldest because Matthew's younger than you. And it's 2 different households, you know. And you're also the middle child because you have one older and one younger. So it's kind of cool. It goes all the way across the board.
I should explain a little bit. So I have the older half brother who is my brother on my dad's side. And that makes me the youngest. But I have a younger brother on my mom's side. And he, you know, that would obviously make me the oldest. But together, combined, I'm the middle child. So it's pretty cool.
Spoiled like the youngest. Given all the responsibilities like the oldest and neglected like the middle all at once, right? I wasn't neglected.
We'll go with that.
I was not neglected. I was grounded a lot, but I was not neglected. Let's just leave it at that.
I definitely think that there are too many boys in the family. Like,
You're out of all the kids, you're the only girl.
Only girl.
And that doesn't just include your family. That's my family, too.
I know I'm not. Except for George. I mean...
He's kind of halfway. We haven't decided yet.
We don't know
George,
yet.
if you're watching, I'm sorry.
And I love you. You're still my bestie? Maybe.
His first thing when he's off of house arrest is to come kick our butts.
At least he'll come visit finally. Oh my gosh. All right. Have you had any surgeries?
No. It's actually a miracle that I didn't, though, because when I was younger, I was only born with one functioning kidney. Well, one kidney, period.
I'll punch it and make it stop.
No, it's okay.
Okay.
But I was only born with one kidney, and as a result, I was sick a lot as a baby, and my body couldn't filter out stuff, so my blood turned poisonous. And it actually got so bad to the point to where they were preparing to operate on both me and my dad. My dad was giving me one of his kidneys. But right around the time that happened, they took an x-ray to make sure everything was good. And they saw that I was actually growing a kidney. It wasn't attached yet, but it started growing.
Can I share the best part?
It's the weirdest thing in the world. And then I grew up to be perfectly normal. I mean, that's arguable depending on who you ask. But as far as health-wise, I have pretty much a clean bill of health.
Okay, but he neglected to mention the best part of his story for I don't know how long, but when he was a baby, because of his kidney issues, he had to wear a cone around his head.
So I guess I forgot, going back to that question about nickname, I forgot a nickname. My nickname was Conehead because I had to have a needle right in the soft spot of my head when I was a baby to inject medicine to treat my blood.
I've seen pictures. It's hilarious.
Yes.
Okay.
Don't worry, I've seen pictures of you and your sicknesses too, and they're hilarious too, some of them.
Thanks.
So we both kind of have the same thing going for us there. Yes, she has had surgeries.
Okay,
we don't need to talk about them because it's quite a few. But
I've had a lot. I think the last time I counted, it was in the double digits for sure.
And that was all before she was 6 years old, right?
No, my surgeries. My last one, I was 16.
Okay.
But yeah, I haven't had any since like sophomore year of high school. Nice. Like right before I started sophomore year. I believe. Maybe junior year. I don't know. When I was 16.
Let's go to the
next
question.
That was my last one.
I think we're good with that one.
Showers or bath?
I like both for different reasons. But primarily showers.
I think I'd have to agree. I like to relax in the bath, though, and do all my bath salts and my bubble bath. And
I like to take baths when I've had a long, stressful day at work. But my problem is that I'm so gigantic, I don't usually fit in the bathtub very well.
I don't have that problem.
So, yeah, it's just, I prefer showers.
Last song you listened to?
I love Rock and Roll by Joan Jett. And the reason I listened to it was because I was watching the news article about how the writer of the song, I forget his name, but he ended up passing away a few days ago to coronavirus. And they played his song on the tribute that I was watching. So that was the last song I listened to.
I actually don't know the last song I listened to. We were just listening to music at work yesterday. And the one I remember singing
Kiss Me or Not?
along to was Are You Gonna Kiss Me or Not? Yeah. And If I Die Young by the band Perry. But I don't know which one was the last one I actually listened to. It was probably one of
those two.
Probably. Have you broken a bone?
No. Never broken a bone.
Lucky. Okay, so I've broken several bones. I more or less I sprained my wrist a lot, or I did when I was younger. I broke my leg once. Okay, so when I was 18, I went to this kid's birthday party at school, and the birthday party wasn't at school. We were at the roller rink. And I came to school with a brace on my knee, a brace on my wrist, and I was limping. And I think I dislocated my knee, and I fell on my wrist, and I twisted my ankle all on the same day.
That's fun.
Yeah, it was hilarious. But just so you know, I don't know how to roller skate. Obviously.
The only time I tried to learn how to roller skate, I was hit by a bus.
You ran into the bus!
The bus was a school bus, and it was parked in the school bus zone, and I didn't see it coming, and I right into it.
So ran into it!
It's a cool story to tell people that I survived being hit by a bus when I was a kid.
Even though he hit the bus. Oh my gosh.
We don't have to split hairs here, babe.
We do! Hit by a bus. No, you hit the bus.
A bus and my body made contact, And that's the story that I'm sticking with.
Put in the comments down below if you think he hit the bus and it wasn't the other way around. Because I'm right.
Needless to say, there was no worry about it. The bus was perfectly fine. Not a scratch on it. Next question.
How many TVs are in your house? 2.
Yeah, 2.
We have
Used to
one
be a
in
lot
the
more.
living room and one in our bedroom.
And one in the RV, but I guess that doesn't
That
count.
one doesn't count yet. So
we used to have 4 TVs
for
just the 2 of us.
What's the worst pain you've ever felt?
Oh, shoot. Good question. And no, it was not when I was hit by a bus.
When he hit the bus. Okay, so there was this one time when I was a kid. I was really sick. And I can share with you, more about it if you want. Just let me know in the comments below and I'll do a video about it. But I had to have a surgery and they were trying to put a little Hickman in here so that it would go to my heart. But they couldn't get the line in, so they put something in my neck instead. And they were trying to take it out because they had finally got the Hickman to work. And I wasn't really asleep for it. They just kind of gave me some drugs that would make me, all goofy. And I went to touch it because it was hurting. And the doctor that was working on me yelled at me so bad that I started crying and all the medicine that was in my system just like whisked out of me. And I felt this unbelievable pain in my neck that I can't even describe to you guys. It's like, it wasn't even on the pain scale of 1 to 10. It was so bad.
Wow. I think for me, yours puts mine to shame. I was stung by a bee one time. And now I know that kind of makes me sound like, you were stung by a bee, that you were pain. But no, seriously, I'm allergic to bees. So I swelled up like twice my size in the area I was stung. And I was in pain and just didn't want to do anything for days. And it hurt.
So now every time that we go outside and he sees a bee, who does he use as a shield?
The person who's not allergic to bees that we know of.
I'm not. I've been stung before. All right. Do you like to sing?
In the shower. In the car on road trips. Mostly in the car on road trips. But I'm not a very good singer, so I don't like to sing when I feel like it's going to be seen by anybody but her. But
I like to sing. I very much so enjoy singing. Probably to an annoying point to some people.
She's got a better voice than I do,
but
so I don't mind when she sings.
I'm very tone deaf, and I think that I sound horrible.
I think you sound fine.
So you will never see it.
I think you sound
unless he
fine.
sneaks it up somehow.
Someday, guys. Someday.
Are your parents still alive? Yes, to both of them.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
still alive and still parenting. I
yeah.
think that's how parents are. They're always going to parent.
Yeah.
Yes.
Parenting from afar.
Mm-hmm.
And what do you enjoy binge watching? Oh, this is a hard question. Do you have yours?
We have some. We don't really binge watch now that we're caught up on everything, but I think it depends on what's in season.
Okay, so we tend to start new sitcoms all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And once we find one that's new to us, but not really new, we'll just binge
hours
it.
On end.
The last thing that I think we binge watched was New Girl. We finished that a couple months ago, and we've kind of just been...
Now we kind of binge watch whatever we can on YouTube.
Oh, we watch mystery videos and funny fails and pranks. I think those are our favorites right now.
Yeah, I think so.
All right, and pumpkin or pecan pie?
Pumpkin. Yeah.
Agreed. I can't technically eat it.
You can if it's made right.
Well, yeah, but I don't really. And actually, that was the last question because the last question is just to tag someone.
Nice.
So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you got to know us a little bit better.
Oh, yeah. I hope so, too.
So
thank you guys for watching. We'll keep the videos coming.
And we'll see you in the next one.
Bye.